Okay, I just wanted to give a little rundown here on how these discs actually work. And we're going to start by well, I want to get two 4-inch discs. I just love how the acrylic kind of grips the pole. I don't really love it. All right, so here's a 4-incher. From side to side here, that's 4 inches. That's for one side of it. And then this all was just a model in the middle here. I got to get a lot more magnets to do that. Maybe even, but I was thinking a different configuration, but the configuration works very well. All right, now this is made up of components. You got the disc of various sizes, and you got the pole in the middle. And that's pretty much it. But this is how this works. You got 2 discs. Well, let's just start breaking this down just a little bit. See, we got another 8-incher under there, which allowed this to work. In numerous different ways. I mean, it's pretty awesome. All right, now that I got 2 that basically go together, see how this one fits like right in that hole pretty much? I mean, if it was perfect, it would fit right in there without an issue. And you can see that it levitates in the middle, so if you flip it over, it sucks right into the hole like that. So these magnets are not, for the most part, except for, right here where I glued it in too close, these magnets are not overlapping in anywhere. And yet they're either feeling the same amount of force as if they were, or even greater force. See, that's totally pushing against my thumbs. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna do it like that. Then we're gonna get an 8-inch. Now, for the most part, the 6-inch and the 4-inch fit inside the 8-inch, except for maybe a few spots, like the same thing right here. It doesn't go all the way in because I screwed up with the glue. All right. Then the 10-inch disc. And that works pretty damn good too. Boom. Then you start working the other side. Flip it over. That one had some stacked magnets on it, so it's sticking up a little bit, but you can basically get the picture. And bam, same thing. Boom. Now I wonder if this can fit on the pole. That would be awesome if it's lined up enough to do that. Doesn't look like it. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to fit on there in one piece. But I bet I could put it on there. One at a time. Just got to think about it for a second. No, see, that's levitating. So I gotta flip this. Perfect. That was in there pretty good. You get it? No, they're all together, but they're all gotta get these extra. Well, it's not gonna spin. See, it's stuck to the ground. It's not levitating, so it won't. I mean, it can spin, but not for real. And it's so true. You can feel it. You can see it. That law of physics that says that you're going to lose a certain amount of that original force every cycle. Whatever that cycle is, it's not going to be as strong as when it comes back around. You need to re-add energy sometime, at some point, or it's going to stop. Now, I've been going with this, and I find out that less is definitely more when it comes to this type of thing. Now, I'm just going to put all this on there at once. See. Now it's equal on both sides. I can come up easy enough. Now we're gonna no. Huh. That's I know this one goes like this because it's just a thing, man. I just know. I'm gonna put this all together and then I'm gonna look at it for a second. I don't know about this one though. Oh, that's wrong. Magnets are sticky business. I wonder, does this go on here like this? Should probably mark these. Nope, that's not right. Goes on there like this, which is convenient. Now, we're not going to get any magnificent numbers out of that, but that's the original plan on what it was supposed to be. It's like a Christmas tree. Here's the 2. But the 2, I don't know if it'll float on that. does. Nice. So let's give the 6 a whirl. Or I mean the 10 here. This baby right here. Now it's got staggered magnets on the side that's on the top. It means like there's 6, and then there's 6 without, and there's 6, and there's 6 without, and there's 6 all the way around, and it fits perfectly the 72 that I got on there. See, it doesn't go for as long, but I'm factoring in the amount of weight on top of it and the amount of weight on it. And when you factor those things in, it goes probably a little bit farther. Not in actual distance, but in factoring everything in distance, I guess you could call it. It's like building muscle mass. You walk down a trail, but then the next day you walk down that same trail with a backpack on that weighs about 20 pounds. You know? That 20 pounds is going to add into the calculation, for sure. What's the calculation? Strength building. Spin the 8, and the 6, and the 4, spin the 2, spin the 4, spin the 10. Keep hitting that 4 with like part of my finger or thumb, and it stops like immediately. You can see that copper tape around the 8-inch disc, if you're wondering what that was. It works too. It can conduct voltage, man. I mean, if it gets too high, I guess it'll burn up, but it can handle 12.1 with no problems. But I think it's designed to handle like greeting cards and stuff like that. See, but what I've been practicing, if you can really call it that, is having the 10-inch disc levitate on the discs below it, and then have the 8-inch of the opposite side on resting on one of these, lifting the 10-inch up, but not close enough to actually suck it into one another. Just enough to lift it so it's a little bit more weightless than just levitating, because levitating, the way this is that this disc's weight is resting on it, and the setup that I just talked about would alleviate some of that weight. I did 8 minutes and 34 seconds. I don't have a video of that, but it was an 8-inch disc, magnet on magnet. So 8-on-8. I could show that to you, but you know, probably another video for that. And it's pretty, you know, there's lots of power there. 72 magnets on the 8 inches as well. But yeah, any bump you put in the road will eventually be felt by this system. So if you stagger your magnets and you have stacks of 2, and then you have either stacks of 3 or no stack, it's eventually it's going to feel that. It's going to be, see what I try and do is I try and make it like a wave that goes all the way around, up and down. So it goes gradually up to a third one, then it plateaus, and then it goes down back to the, see, like right here there's 2 magnets there, and right here there's only 1. And then the one magnet, like the one that's glued on there, I never really count that one. That's 0. That's ground 0. That magnet isn't going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. And so there's 6 magnets stacked up right here. And then there's a gap of 6, nothing. And then there's 6 more, and then a gap of 6, and then 6 more. When you do that, you spin it, eventually it's going to start rocking or bouncing, jumping. See, what I want to do is I want to get that wave effect going. I need more magnets though, because I started building this sculpture in the middle, and I used all of them except for what's sitting right there on that acrylic. And then have the wave effect on the bottom of this 8-inch disc. And remember, they're not touching each other. So it's just going to be force. These 2 forces are going to collide. And really all it is more force right here, less force right here. It's simulating motion, if you can fathom that. But just like in a swimming pool, when you push off the wall with your feet, eventually you're going to stop. Even if you swim, you know, even if you swim, or eventually you're going to surface, you know, eventually it's going to be back to, depending on what you're doing, either motionlessness or the surface. And what I say by motionlessness is you pop up out of the water and you're standing. If you can stand on the pool, you're standing right there. You're done. But, you know, each to his own. That would be really cool. And then when the more force and the more force collide, it'll jolt everything up. I want to see that entire freaking tree jump for joy. Can we do it? Can we make that tree jump for joy? What do we got to do to make that happen? See how many magnets we have. We gotta divide it by 6, whatever we have. $15. 25. So 24. So we're going to take 1 out of each of these stacks. And there's 6 stacks of 4. See it all loosen up when I take this stuff off one at a time. And watch it. Look at that. That's big. Okay. All right, so how much is going to be in between them? How much of it is going to be off? Well, the rest is on. So 4 and 2, 8. So count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I may need a bigger bump. Than just one magnet. I might need a 2-stack to make this work. And if it doesn't work with the 10-inch, I'll make another video and I'll come back. I'll do 8 on 8 and have the 6 and the 4 and the 2 on top of the other 8. And we'll make all that jump with the 8 on 8. You can't mess up with that. That's magnet on magnet, and it's gonna feel it whether it wants to or not. Almost done. Lining these up. 2, 4. What are you worried about, man? All right. See, it's staggered. Well, you might not be able to see it, but 4 and an 8, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8. Works out perfect for this disc. I just hope it's not. Uh-oh. Go. See, it's starting to bounce a little bit. But it's spinning like a devil, too. Wow, that gave me an idea. Boy. Just watching that happen is pretty cool. It's actually starting to pick up speed. What I'm wondering is if the magnets on the bottom of the 8 are going to end up touching the wood with all this other extra weight on it. Alright, this is the last thing we're going to look at for right now. And it might be just something, open a whole nother can of worms instead of being what I thought it was going to be. Maybe there's not enough weight on it for it to bounce like I want it to. And it doesn't have to spin for a long time, it just has to have enough momentum to push itself over a hill. But it looks like they latched. So maybe it has to be a little less even. You know, I can do that. Yeah, they latched together and they were moving at the same pace. Awesome. Well, we'll do 8 on 8 next. Thank you. Bye now.